Good afternoon, Botard, from sunny Portugal. Just thought I'd drop in, like I say, for one of those that I had on a bit of a high yesterday. It was really good. Got a lot of things done, a lot of enthusiasm, and started a donation page. And basically, jumped ahead of myself because I'm working with somebody else, and it has to fit in with them too. So that's why I pulled that one for now. We've had a slight change in plan in our cycling. The event that will happen that I had planned for March has been postponed, basically because it's we've got the fire season here, and it's going to take a lot to get involved to get sorted. So my big plan for the second ride will be actually next year. So it gives me a lot more time to get fitter and stronger and to get a lot of things in place. So that's why. But yeah, when you have a bit of a high, it's quite understandable that you can feel a bit deflated and flat, so you get the highs and the lows. So yeah, it does take you a bit of a whack, and it knocks you for six. But luckily we've got a bit of sunshine, so it's a good excuse to sort of get up, get out. So it was a case of, right, stop whinging, stop getting on about it, just get on your bike, get out, get dressed, and go for a cycle ride. And I really enjoyed it. It's one of those that you have to motivate yourself. There's nobody going to do it for me, but I have to keep reminding myself of my goals, and my goal is to raise awareness of PTSD, and for my friends and colleagues that are struggling, possibly in silence. And if we don't talk about it, it just becomes more and more complicated, and then you can have problems with relationships, with it just goes on and on. So just being open and honest and talking. I mean, if we don't communicate properly, it starts wars, doesn't it? So break things down, talk to each other. So it's about being simple, not being simple, but talk simply and just be honest. I mean, I've talked myself out of a few things, and it's one of those that if I remember doing karate, I still train, but obviously not for anybody else, not clubs or anything anymore. Just train for myself. And I've been exhausted at work and thinking, do I really want to go to karate training tonight? And I just grab my gi and I go and I just train, and it's a brilliant session. And it can be the same as we're absolutely exhausted on the fire truck. Fire call comes in, it's persons reported, house fire. You just get on with it. And the feelings afterwards that you've gone through it, you've done it, actually you thought you wouldn't be able to do it, like for me cycling, it's setting those challenges, but if you can go past what you think you've done, you think, wow, I did more than what I thought I could ever do. So this is where we push ourselves. When you start finding excuses, then you will start forming habits. I could think of 1,000 reasons not to have gone out the door this morning. Oh, it's a bit dark, it was bloody cold. Well, cold compared to, it was 5 degrees here, so that's cold for Portugal. I could have thought of a million excuses really not to bother. But you know what? Got out, did it, and I feel better for it. And that's what it's all about. I actually had a bit of a strong climb going up to the Montjuic Mountains, and overtook one lady, and there was another gentleman, lady, I suppose late 60s. And I was thinking, flipping heck, she's brilliant. She's right behind me. And she stuck with me all the way. And then I realised she's on an electric bike. So fair play. Two ways of looking at that. You've either got electric bike, you're cheating. However, you've got to think, well, maybe she's suffering with an injury. But by having an electric bike, it means she's no longer restricted. She can get out. She can still do the cycling she's enjoying. So, fantastic idea. So we adapt and we change and we just go through it. Now, if she hadn't have got the electric bike, she might still be sat indoors with the aching knee and thinking, oh, flipping heck, I'm putting on weight, this isn't fair, it's not all. So we get out and change things. So we adapt and we change. And once we start doing these more regularly with your positive thoughts, your positive affirmations, that might be that you put a list, you write this down of all the good things you want to do. Excuse me, it's actually quite hot outside. But you might put a list down. Take some photographs, remind yourself how good it was, and how, by seeing yourself at the top of a mountain or top of a hill, take a picture. Or take the second to sit and enjoy that and feel how good it was, because that's what makes a difference. When you start to begin to feel, how good was it to feel how good was it when you felt to have rescued that guy from the car fire or the house fire? It's a bloody good feeling. You don't need anyone to come and pat you on the back. You just know you've done a good job, and that's what we don't give ourselves credit for. We it becomes the norm not to get any acknowledgement or credit or thanks from when you're in the fire service and all the emergency services. It just gets expected of you. So we need to give it ourselves. We need to look back and think, bloody hell, we did a good job there. So that's why it's important. I'm hoping this helps you. I'm hoping this gives you, benefits and thinks, wow, do you know what? I can look at this a different way. Yeah, I'm very fortunate. It's got some sunshine today. My challenge is to get out and cycle. I want to raise, like I say, awareness and funds for the Bomb Bear Rush and the Firefighters Charity. There's some other events that, this one's been changed. Something else is in the pipeline. So, you know me, I'll adapt and change. I'll never put off for very long. But yeah, I was on a bit of a downer this morning and gave myself a kick at the arse, a bit of a telling off, and got out and did it. And I feel good. So I wanted to come on and tell everybody, if you are feeling down, pick up the phone, talk to your mates, talk things through, write things out. If you start journaling to why you feel like crap or why you don't want to do something, then look at the opposites. It's called reframing. Reframe it and think differently. So overcome your obstacles. They're sent to try us. Bloody try us they do. So maybe I've been fortunate in my 28 years in service that you haven't got a long time to think. You have to stop, change, and change quite quickly. Builders are in up there again, by the way. So you have to change and adapt because lives are at stake, and 10-second windows is bloody luxury. So when you're giving yourself a chance, think but don't overthink. So think positively and just get out there, do it. Because sometimes just get your coat on, get your boots on. Yeah, it's raining. Put your coat on, go out for a walk. Because that change of energy, change of fresh air, change of scenery makes a hell of a difference. And that can make us think differently and feel differently. So if you love this, then I say welcome. I forgot to do that at the very beginning, but this is me on Anchor.fm. So it's Rob Evans, Fireman's Tired Eyes. And if you like it, please subscribe. Please follow and please rate it because I need feedback. I'm getting feedback from some which is bloody brilliant, and I'm so chuffed because you never know who's watching and who needs inspiration, and it's those the quiet ones in a life-saving situation, for especially in swimming, those that are shouting and screaming, or in a car accident, those that are shouting and screaming are normally okay. It's the ones that are quiet with their head slumped over the steering wheel, or the ones that are just quietly in the water, they're the ones that are not okay. So often the quiet ones are the ones we need to see to first. So prioritise what you want to do, keep safe, keep positive, and subscribe on YouTube, Instagram, follow me and let me know what's going on and let me know some feedback. So this is Rob Evans, Fireman's Tired Eyes, on Anchor.fm. Bye for now.